Before you ever cast a circle, before you call a spirit, or even light that candle, what's your protection? No, seriously, what's actually between you and the weird stuff you're inviting over? I'm Dragon, the ceremonial leader, recovering control reek, and this coven's designated safety officer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. A star over here. I once warded my room with an evil eye so potent it made a poltergeist cry. It was beautiful.
I bet it was. And I'm Nebula. I speak to storms and make friends with fire. So, yeah, I do believe in protection. Strongly.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on protection magic, because just vibes isn't a shield, and hoping for the best is not a strategy.
Says you.
It is not. Okay, we'll walk you through wards that stick, shields that don't backfire, and why carrying a black kyanite is basically witchy common sense.
And learning how sigils and candles can go together can take you very far in protection. Don't skip over it.
So, whether you're a beginner witch or a seasoned spell weaver, listen up. Your aura will thank you. Let's get protected. All right, starting off, what are some physical objects and talismans of protection? One of the favorite things that I love to use is iron.
Yeah, little iron witch over here. You have it like everywhere.
I love iron. Iron is great for protection, okay? Can I just say that? Like, I have 4 iron spikes in every corner of my room. I have...
And not just the small ones. You have like the big ones.
Yeah, no, they're railroad spikes, man.
Yeah. They're big boys over there.
They're great for protection in both the physical sense and the metaphysical sense, because I could stab a motherfucker.
Well, even more so if I get access to a forge and make it into a railroad spike knife.
Rusty nail. Tetris.
You mean tonight? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, tetanus.
Tetanus, yeah.
I'm just going to say Tetris, though. You got to put the blocks together with a rusty nail. That's what's happening now.
No, that's valid. I also put up iron nails all around our house for protection, so that way, you know, not only is my room warded, the whole house is also warded.
Yeah, you know what I actually also really like? I don't know if it counts as a physical object, but sprays. Like,
that's valid.
fair.
like scented sprays. I love using them because it's so simple and it all smells nice, but at the same time, it actually, like, cleans the space.
Like, it's a cleansing as well, like a cleanse and protect.
Yeah.
And I'm over here and I still haven't put up my crystals yet.
Yeah.
I should probably do that soon.
You know,
Maybe
I
that's what
mentioned
do.
crystals, but you have like a whole giant jar of crystals.
I have so many crystals, it's not even
You
funny.
don't even know what
no,
all
you're
of
like-
them are.
Some of them.
Yeah, that's what I want.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I have too many, and some of them are labeled, so I don't need to memorize what they are.
True.
That's
That is
true.
my favorite part.
I have my little jars.
You know what I also really love about crystals? There's an app that's called Rock Identifier.
Yes, I think
You
I've
can,
had,
like,
Right, I think you love that one, don't you?
Yeah.
you
can
can
take
used
a
it
picture.
on some of mine now.
You
'Cause
can
we were
take a
like-
picture of a crystal and it tries to match it with something that is close enough to what
It looks like,
yeah,
or what
your
it could
crystal
be.
is.
No, that's valid. I would also say, like, other protection techniques, right? Salt. That's a pretty basic one. Everybody knows.
Salt.
Everybody knows because every horror movie uses it because it's all Hollywood knows.
I mean, to
Yep.
be fair, they are correct. Salt is like a
Hey,
really good, just
but you know
overall
what's-
protectant.
You know what's underrepresented with that though? Black pepper.
Ooh.
That's true.
It is a strong protection one. You have to think because of how like pepper. Like, come on.
No, I actually never thought about that before because I haven't, like you
Isn't-
said, nobody really mentions it.
Nope.
Isn't black pepper in, like, black salt? Which is
Yeah,
like witch's
no.
salt.
So black salt
Black salt is with
different.
ashes, I think.
Oh, right, yes.
Black salt is made. So black salt is made from ashes. You like grind the two together. Yeah, that's kind of it. You grind the two together, and then you have black salt.
Or also known as witch's salt, because it's mostly used by us.
Yeah.
Because you should not be eating it.
No kidding. No, I would rather not put ashes in my body. Thank you.
Another thing that I really like and I kind of do is jewelry.
Yes.
So as Astara and Dragon know, I have 2 necklaces that I pretty much wear daily and like do not take off. One of them is from the Dominican and the other is I switch it out for various turtle necklaces, and I use those.
Turtle.
Leave me and my turtles alone.
Turtle.
But so I use them a lot as like my general protection of like, hey,
Right.
this is my space, this is my body, this is my thing. And with the mythology that we're creating, we have Lake Tree, which is a floating sea turtle island.
Love Lake Tree.
That is like a kind of sanctuary and home to the main warriors of the Eldritch Isles. And so I try and carry Lake Tree wherever I go because he is a sanctuary.
I love Lake
I
Tree.
mean, on the subject of jewelry, I have my own talisman of the sun that I wear for like special occasions, like for job interviews, or honestly, I've been trying to wear it more and more often now, but sometimes. But my everyday protection, ironically, is I enchanted my sunglasses.
Right.
Really? I love that.
Yeah.
I
so
forgot
much.
about that because I think you've mentioned that before.
Yeah, my sunglasses are enchanted with protection, so I can be protected no matter where I go, because if I'm leaving the house, I'm leaving my house with my sunglasses.
Right, which is actually like super important to mention, is that it's like you can actually like charm to protect like
do you wanna-
anything that you really want to wear.
Do you want to go into how you enchanted them?
So I kind of held them in my, so there are different ways that you can do an enchantment. For mine, I put them underneath the full moon, and then I imbued them with my own magical energy, where I was thinking and very much like pushing into the sunglasses protection. Like, I prefer to like say the manifestation in my head while I'm doing it, and that seems to be what other people do as well, from
Right.
what I've noticed. So I did that, and then I think I put them in some salt for a little bit, because salt is a very good protectant. And that's pretty much it. And now they are fully protected, and
Yeah, I love that.
I might need to redo it a little bit, because I think it's starting to wear off, but
I think
Very
I might
possible.
need to actually enchant my shit because for me it's just the meaning behind them is what gave me the protection, but I think I might need
Well,
to
and also you
get
have your-
something more.
Right, you also have your like vibration necklace that like does the
Right, my Vibra
Tuning.
Shield. Yeah. Vibra Shield is a company that makes metals that are imbued with the correct vibration of
Yup.
the earth, because our own vibration gets so tangled with the electrical vibration that's all around the world and can actually set us off that vibration,
which
and
is so weird.
can
You don't
really
think about
fuck
that.
you up.
Right.
No
You
one
don't
thinks
think
about
about that often. And then it's one of those where it's like, oh, this is something that could actually happen, that you could actually do.
But I think I might actually need to buy a new one because I don't
Right.
think that one works anymore.
No,
would
I
be
get that.
surprised.
Right. It's understandable. I mean, at some point it kind of has to go down a bit, but
But no, these two know the story. But with that necklace,
Mhm.
the way I got it was with my mom at, I think it was the equine fair. And when we bought them, I had a different one at the time. I had like a chain necklace that had a little infinity on it.
right.
Very, very fragile.
Super cute.
I ended up breaking it because
Yeah.
I was messing with it too much.
That's my problem with necklaces, is that they have like such a tiny thing, or it gets too bulky. It's very weird to hold that balance.
But so when we first put them on during that equine fair, it was like not even 5 minutes. Me and my mom kind of looked at each other. I was like, "Do you feel breathless?" She's like, "Yeah." "Do you feel breathless?" I'm like, "Yeah, I feel like completely breathless and like I'm getting almost too much oxygen."
Wow.
It was
Wow,
insane.
that's insane.
Yeah.
But you never think about like stuff like that, and then you find an invention that someone made like that, and it's like, wow, this can actually do something to the human body.
And-
You don't think about like the subtones that your body has going
or
on,
like the science behind it, because
Yeah.
it was, they had a lot of science backing it up, and like those
Wow.
pictures of like the oxygen levels in your arm, there were pictures of people before and after wearing this stuff, and you could
Wow.
see a major difference.
That's really interesting.
That is
I
so
want to buy
cool.
one too now.
I know.
I
The problem is they're pricey.
Yeah, I think
That's
they're I don't remember exactly how expensive they were, but I think they were at least either like $80-$90 or more per jewelry,
Yep.
depending on what you get.
The things we do to be vibrationally correct.
But
I'm kidding.
no, it's honestly, it's so insane.
But so while that's not seen like as a intentionally protective or like a you made it protective kind of thing, I still think that
It
it
was
helps
beneficial.
I still think that it adds that like spirituality kind of aspect into its invention.
Because it's working with vibration.
Yeah. I think that that's cool.
But yeah, no, so I am very much so into jewelry protection because I
Yeah.
also have all the rings that I tend to wear.
I like dabbling in the mall. Like I
No,
do.
that's so
Yeah,
fair.
that's valid.
I recently found a little like ritual kit that was with crystals that had it where like they had like 8 or so crystals with selenite included and a little like offering bowl thing, and then you could just put it in and it gave you the meanings and you could just put it on the bowl and just like there, crystal, go.
No, that's so fair.
Activation.
No,
Yeah, and I've really liked it. Yeah.
that reminded me. There was a Ren fair that I went to where I bought just a packet of various crystals, and
Right.
this one was specifically for protection, and I had it in my Toyota for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept it in there for a while, and at one point, because there were like 4 crystals in it, at one point I could only find 1.
That actually reminds
I feel like I
me
remember you
that
talking about that.
That actually reminds me that I need to get an iron spike for my car.
Ooh,
Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool.
I should get another crystal set for my current car because I feel like she needs it.
That might be
So
smart.
to let other people in on I call myself a ceremonial witch, right?
But you want to nickname yourself to something?
Well, we all know what I jokingly go by in our house.
Well, let's all think. What is something that Dragon really likes to use?
Iron. So we have an iron witch over here.
That's my joke name.
Joke name or not, you still do it, and it's very helpful.
That's true. I do love my iron. I've never had issues with iron after like with the sludge monster and everything. Like I think I had my iron spikes at the time too. So, yeah.
No, I don't know if we did, because that was very beginner.
Oh yeah, I didn't have my iron
I don't think
spikes
that we
yet.
found the store that had them yet before then.
Yeah, no.
That was when you were able to like randomly make a concoction of spray to get rid of the sludge monster.
That's right.
That all coincidentally had protection and cleansing properties to them.
Though, to be fair, a lot of things have those properties,
Yes.
even if it's not
What
known
I mean
for
is
that.
Except for,
main.
like the exact
Oh.
recipe I found. So I made this recipe. Okay, we might have to tell the story of the sludge monster.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, I think it's time. I mean, it goes into protection magic, right?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, the story of the sludge monster was me and my friends were being idiots.
As one does.
We were beginner witches.
Yeah, which, being a beginner witch, it's a lot of being an idiot. So we were doing a whole energy transfer experiment.
Oh, no.
And then we each looked at each other and in simultaneous
Movement?
order,
Oh, no.
all of us threw up.
What?
No, it wasn't simultaneous. It was me first. Then I think it was somebody. I can't remember who was last, but I know that like
it was
I
me
felt
that was
off.
last, and then it was
E that was second or somebody.
it was E that was second. But yeah, no, it was like literally though it was one after the other, and it was in the line that we were energy transferring as well.
Oh, no.
And after that, we had a really bad feeling.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And-
you can't really help with while you're doing something. Then I suddenly feel off, and then I just like regurgitated what?
That is
Excuse me?
And it wasn't, and
weird.
it's not even like a full one. It's one of those where you're just like, ew, okay, and then you're like, oh, something's off here.
Something's wrong.
Something's
And it helps
bad
that we
here.
have that E was also a sight clairvoyant, so she can see it.
Oh, no.
And so we got notified that it was there, and so we ran upstairs, and then I was with E and our other friend S. And so a star over here got her room, because her room was very warded at the time. So we were going to be putting, because we found out that the sludge monster was hunting our friend S, who was the one that didn't throw up out of the four of us.
S is
Oh.
the same one who had the ring debacle. The ring debacle proceeded after this event.
Oh,
That's
that-
why we know.
That sucks.
Yeah. Which very close in relation to the event. Like days after pretty much.
Probably the week after, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
But so we saw the sludge monster was coming upstairs, and just in a fit of like just intuition, I started just making a concoction.
Mhm.
Wanting to get the thing out.
Yeah, I do not. Okay, here's the thing. I do not fuck with shit.
I like
no,
to.
you don't.
That one doesn't.
I don't fuck with spirits. I don't fuck with the malevolent bullshit. I will get your ass, okay? Do not threaten me with a good time, motherfucker. But so,
That was a 2-in-1.
whoops. Anyways, so I'm just starting to make this, and I had no recipe. I was just going off base instinct, and I made this concoction. We sprayed it around. We got there were other things also that we did to get the thing out, but we finally did. And then in the end, the next day, I was kind of looking up some of the ingredients, and I found the exact recipe that I used.
Really?
And it was "Get That Bitch Out" spray.
Oh, I
That's
love that.
That is so funny.
That
Like,
is
because
so
I
you.
remember night of while we were spraying and E and S were in my room. I was like looking up the stuff that you had used, and we were like, oh, all of these are protection oriented and like known for protection. And so it was actually very interesting. So I didn't know that the day after there was an actual like the same ingredients list.
Yeah, I
That's
found it
crazy.
just randomly while I was like scrolling on like I think Tumblr or Pinterest.
Right.
And I found it and I went,
oh,
huh. So that's what I did.
the more you
Yeah.
know. Moving on though, we also speaking of the herbal spray that you made
Yeah.
with certain stuff, we also have the herbal and natural protections.
AKA cooking.
Yeah, no kidding, right? It's actually very interesting. You could like that's where kind of kitchen witchery comes from, is that like if you use the ingredients or stuff and put that intention into it, you could make other kinds of spells, but also
Soup.
protection. Mm-hmm.
You can make soup into a protection thing.
Kitchen
Yup.
witches are commonly using herbs and stuff.
Well, then I know
honestly.
that like you know those, what are they called? The scent packages. The scent packages that
potpourri.
you use.
Potpourri.
Is that what they're actually called?
Yeah, I love potpourri.
Okay,
I
so that's
have
funny.
never heard of them.
So it's
You
little,
can get them at the dollar store. They're really nice.
yeah, it's little packets that like hold a bunch of like, I don't want to say herbs, but like a bunch of
They're like dried fruits,
dried stuff in
and
it.
leaves,
Oh,
and
okay.
like it's basically a pre-made spell bag.
yeah, like
Gotcha.
legitimately.
Without saying it's a spell bag.
Yeah, no, it's just a center.
Yep. But so what especially Dragon used to like to do is take a pot
Oh, I
and
did
fill
it
it
all
with
the
water
time.
and have it like boil. And then you'd put the potpourri package in there, like the
Oh,
dried
yeah, yeah.
stuff. And one, it would smell good normally. And two, it would be used as like a cleansing protection type of thing.
Sometimes I went a little over above and added things that shouldn't have been added to it.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Do you think that's why you don't like cooking sometimes? Is because of that experience?
Not really. I just don't enjoy the hard labor in it.
No, I could see that.
As with a potpourri, all you have to do is boil the water, put it in, let it boil a little longer while the thing is in there, and then you put it on simmer and let it sit
Yep.
for hours.
Yep.
Don't you have to be careful with that because of the pot?
I mean, I never really had any issues with it, actually.
I at least never thought of that.
I would add, like, some water here and there when I saw it was getting low, and then...
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is with the water level and
Yeah,
everything.
no, normally with how much water was actually in it, it would take a while for it to go down to any concerning amount. Like we never had it where we were concerned. It was more so just add more water so it lasts longer.
Yep,
Gotcha.
pretty much.
Okay.
And then
Well,
maybe
yeah.
you had to bring it back up to boil to let it simmer again, that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and then there's also our wonderful incense sticks that I haven't really used at all this
Yeah,
year.
no,
We
you
need to bring
haven't.
back out the incense sticks,
I don't mind
honestly.
them, but like for the house that we have, they've definitely been like, I'm starting to prefer my sprays.
No, that's
As
valid.
much, my only problem with sprays is that I do wish that like the scent lasted longer, but that's the only.
But we've been doing a lot more of the candles recently.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I think that is like a kind of good substitute because we do kind of smell it.
Right.
Yeah, you fire
Well,
one
and
over there.
the place that we currently have does not have good circulation.
No.
And yeah, it's just not good.
And we have to be careful because of animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Our
just
lovely
like,
animals can be
But
humans.
outside incense sticks, those are cool.
but just like also like protective herbs that you could use would be like rosemary, sage, not white sage. Do not use white sage. That is a closed practice. Please don't. But
The
you
na-
can use normal
it's-
garden sage.
It's endangered, and the Native Americans kind of need it.
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah, but
there are
that's
other
why-
things. There like
Well,
so
and we have so much other sage. Like you have kitchen sage, the
And you
sage that
have-
you grow.
you have
Lavender.
other fucking we have other protection herbs as well. Like I'm saying, like rosemary, basil, garlic, rue, bay leaves, like all of these.
Yes. You could easily like dry basil and make like a little roll of it, whatever you need.
And bay leaves are very strong.
Yeah, those things are crazy. But do
And
you
then
know
you
how
can even
often
use,
they're
like,
used in
wood.
spells?
Not often enough.
No, they're used a lot.
Oh,
What
Like
is?
at least
Bay
for
leaf,
at least
apparently.
for
Oh,
writing.
yeah, they're basically in every spell.
At
really?
least-
I
yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, at least for like writing stuff down mainly, they're not really used for their smell, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is interesting because they're in cooking, if you use like one or two of those leaves, it like enhances the flavor by a shit ton that you have to be really careful with how much you use.
Crazy. You never really think of that.
Yeah. Though it has to be, I think, fresh bay leaf instead of like dried or like not fresh, because when I
Right.
tried using one that wasn't as fresh, it didn't really do much.
Huh. So it's one of those where it's like it needs to be
Fresh.
sort of alive in order to be used in that sort of manner.
Mm-hmm.
What's awesome is you can also use wood. Like rowan, elder, or holly near doors and windows to repel negativity are really good.
Right, like
Um,
put that plant shit.
One
if you're a
thing you
plant
do have
person.
to avoid though is Palo Santo, because again, that is a part of a closed practice. So unless you're part of that closed practice, don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, closed practice really just means that like normally they need the resource, or it is a part of something that is in their community that they kind of like need this for and doesn't want to be misappropriated to become a different use that we would make it be. That's really what closed practice is. A lot of times you can just research what you want to use and you'll probably find it,
You'll probably figure out if it's a
right.
closed
If it
practice
says
or
that
not.
it's, I was like, normally you shouldn't have to worry too much.
Depends on what you're looking up.
Right, right.
So
But yeah, no,
I looked up
plants.
the actual definition of closed practice.
Yeah, what is it?
Most commonly refers to a cultural or spiritual tradition, rituals, or knowledge that are restricted to members of that specific community, ethnic group, or lineage, typically associated from birth or formal initiation, in order to protect sacred knowledge, cultural integrity, and prevent misunderstanding.
There you go.
So there you go.
It kind of sounds like gatekeeping.
It's not gatekeeping.
It is.
That
That definition
a
is.
star
anyways.
is not wrong in that it does sound like
But
the
it,
definition
like,
of gatekeeping.
it's
but
gatekeeping for reasons.
right, it's not gatekeeping just to gatekeep. It's we're keeping this to ourselves
You'll
for a
probably die if you
reason.
use it. That's why.
Right. Well, but that's why I also like to say that it's because they need it for their culture,
Well, it's
for
the
their
whole entire
practice.
thing of like, so one of the things
feel
that
like
I know
that could
about
be a
closed
debate.
practices and everything is like, majority of them are usually non-white
Yes.
societies and cultures.
Yep.
And thus, when white people try and do it, you are invoking the ancestors of those non-white groups that have been, abused and oppressed by us white-skinned people.
Yep.
And then those people are coming to you, seeing
History.
your white ass and going, what the is this?
Yeah.
And they're gonna get your ass. So
Yeah, I could see that.
unless you
like
want
that
some
being a part
really
of it.
bad misfortune or death,
But
because
even then-
I've heard there are stories where if you mess with some like closed practices, you
Right.
die. You straight up die.
That's crazy.
But that's why
But
I'm
I mean,
so
good to
like,
know.
be careful.
Yeah, no, I agree. you don't really want to, as a dragon has said before, I don't know if it's been on this podcast, but you know, when you become a witch or when you go into that spiritual side, right? It's like with the veil, you're raising a flag. You're saying, "Hey, I'm more in tune. Hey, I know more. Hey, I'm here."
I'm here, and that's basically a green flag for things to start messing with you.
Right, which is why protection is so important, and why knowing what to talk to and what not to is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, I mean, speaking of like the veil and raising that flag and saying, "Hey, I'm more in tune. Hey, I know," we have energy protection.
Ooh, this is always fun.
This is more so your guys' wheelhouse because I still very much so struggle in feeling this.
This is very much my wheelhouse with casting circles and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like that's very much a part of ceremonial witchcraft usually. Like
That
You like
one-
called the elements. That's a part of Wicca,
Dragon
but you know.
last night was messing with their magic, and I was
God.
like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like kind of messing with them a little bit because I kept getting closer as if I were to touch them, and that one basically hissed at me to go away.
Okay, you're not giving the full
Sparky.
story here. To be fair, I had an overabundance of magic, and you're basically a live wire. And I prefer not to touch a live wire when I already am a live wire. Thank you very much.
Right, like you're like, I'm already wired in. I don't need more. We don't need that overflow, buddy.
I
Yeah, no.
mean, it was really funny because they called me Sparky at one point, and I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yep.
I associate you with lightning, okay?
Yay!
Especially your magic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
Very sporadic.
right. I was like, it makes sense. Lightning never paid attention to no rules about where it strikes,
Nope.
other than what attracts it.
But
Which is
anyways-
very specific, by the way.
But anyways, using energy working with protection, that usually comes with some semblance of education within witchcraft and isn't usually something for beginner types. Because
Depending on the thing, yeah.
you're usually like you're calling like there's usually a certain spiel you have to go over, like I cast a circle and I call upon the elements of air and
So, like an incantation.
It's a whole lot, yeah.
Like this comes more into this is more so spell work to do things.
Yeah. Definitely energy working protection is like where you're getting into spells and creating and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I could agree. Another thing that I really like though, and I don't know if this goes to a different like topic that we'll get to, but it's kind of related, especially when it comes to energy, is like cleansing meditations or
Oh yeah, cleansing is really
grounding.
important.
Meditation in general is also just very good to strengthen your mind. But
Says the meditation baby.
yeah, I've been meditating for
A while.
A very long time.
Whereas I cannot do it.
Yeah, depends on the thing. You just haven't found your way. Nor do a
No,
lot of
that's
people
fair.
basically find time for it. Like I get it, it's not going to be for everyone. But when it comes to like energy
Like
and protecting,
I've tried meditating. I've tried so many different ways of meditating, and it is definitely not my vibe personally. Just
there's a way to meditate that is your vibe. I will assure you, but it's not the
finding that.
regular way,
Yeah.
right? Because the regular way is there's a lot that goes
Into meditation.
that is normally like done wrong. Like a lot of times
Oh.
through like social media's idea of meditation is very strayed from the actual idea of what meditation is. But that is a whole other topic and a whole other thing that I would have to do more about. So
All right then. That's gonna be fun for another time.
spiritual practices. But yeah, no. Meditation is mainly when it comes to our protection topic here is that if you are a meditator, a lot of times that they have like energy cleansing meditations or like protection barrier stuff or grounding stuff, which can help a lot in especially if you're empathetic or you have a lot of that feeling stuff going on, is very helpful to reset.
Okay.
maybe that's why it comes more easily for you as well. Like obviously it's going to come.
I'm
easily
very in
because you're
tune.
the most mellow out of all of us as well. You're not a live wire like me and Nebula are, so definitely I think it helps with the fact that you can do meditation very easily, as well as the fact that
Not
you,
easily, but I know what you mean.
well, you have more of an affinity for it than we
Right.
do.
I like it a lot more. I like
You're also a lot more in tune with like feelings and stuff.
Yeah, I am in tune.
Water, fire, lightning, or wind, depending on how
Air.
you want to do it.
It
Yeah.
would be air.
Yeah, you're air. No offense.
That's where all the static electricity comes from anyway.
It's true.
But yeah, no. So back to energy and spell
Banishing
work.
spells.
Yeah, there's a lot of spell work that comes
Basically,
into that.
you can walk around your house with pots and bang them together and say, "Get the hell out of my house," and usually that works.
Yeah.
You'd have to find your own style because I know that mine's also different. Depending on the
I'm
type
very
of witch
aggressive.
and personality you are. You haven't
Yeah,
noticed.
dragon is very aggressive when it comes to anything that is potentially negative in the house.
I don't do dangers.
I would just say,
Get out of my nest.
like, you're aggressive, but in a good way. You know what I mean? There's aggressive in a good way.
Yeah, but
That's
there's
what-
also aggressive in a
Yeah, but that's the depending on a football person, right? That's what sports are for.
You know what? That is
Will
very
you
fair.
will you use the sport in a good way, or will
a
you
bad way?
throw a hissy fit because you got flagged for pushing someone? I'm just saying.
That just reminded me of the racing that we watched. The car racing.
Yep.
It's a grown ass man being so butthurt that he was losing to someone younger.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was so funny.
Anyway,
Yeah.
after spell work, there's a thing that's in Nebula's wheelhouse for protection.
Symbols and sigils.
Yes.
I love my symbols and sigils.
Yeah. Well, and symbols are very like runes are amazing.
Oh, I love her.
I mean, it also helps with the fact that we've created our own spell system as well. So
Which I think we've talked about the sigil system before, and I think we'll do.
So cool.
I'll probably do a tutorial on how to do it later on, because I mean, I got my drawing iPad again,
Right,
and
you
that
can
one got
share
me.
the language.
And Dragon got me back into using it, so I'll probably post a tutorial on how
made
we
my
do
own
it. Though I will need Dragon to kind of remind me how we do the simpler one, because you
Yeah.
primarily made it that one.
yeah, the simpler one is a whole lot easier and not as
Intense.
They look so cool. Like, I want everybody in the audience, I want you to imagine those like anime alchemy spell circle things.
there's a reference image
That's what
on the
we've
YouTube
decided to
video
do.
right now.
Yes.
Oh, is there?
That's what we've decided
I'll
to
put
do.
it there. Yeah.
Yeah, you should put one of the ones that I've made already on.
Yeah, it'll go on. Don't worry.
But yeah, no. So like spells and sigils and symbols
symbols.
are actually like really good to use.
And personally, I love creating one for like names and stuff, because
Fair.
you're not just writing it out.
The
You're,
artist over here.
well, it's that it looks cool, but it's also the fact of the matter of like, you know what it is, but somebody
Right.
else won't be able to use it against you unless they also know what it is.
Yeah. It's the same as like those people who talk about like having a witch name that no one knows. That way they can't
Yeah.
like reach you in a certain way.
Yep. It's a lot of animes will use like your full name, like never give out your full name kind of
Right,
deal,
yeah.
or like you have some aspect
It's
of your
just,
name that
just
nobody
smart.
knows.
Don't give people your name.
Well,
You can fall into a fairy trap.
there is that, but normally you just no, but normally like
Sorry, I also have beef with fairies.
yes.
Yes, you and the Fae do not get along.
I wouldn't say we don't get along. We just have a mutual understanding that neither of us want to fuck with the other.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
then I'm over here having a glass fairy collection that has been growing my entire life.
I know, you freak me out.
It's the different bloodlines. Yeah, no, like I really like using the Elder Furthark runes. Like it makes it nice
Oh,
because it's
themselves.
something easy that you can write on something.
I
mean-
use those whenever I do, like, so I have a collection of perfumes and like those kind of things, and
Yeah.
rollers especially.
Oh, you love your rollers.
Yeah, when I put on my rollers, I'll usually use the runes for like protection and everything as I put it on my skin, so that way it's kind of like an extra barrier.
Right.
And there's the one that a lot of people know, which is the like straight line with the two diagonal on each side.
Yeah.
That's like a wide known protection one. And that
It's
Reference image on YouTube.
It's called algaes, something like that.
something like that. I'm the rune user over here, and even I don't know.
Yeah. They
Just
just look
a
cool. It's
But-
the protection one. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
it as.
a lot of people refer to it as just the protection one. But another really fun thing you can do with sigils and symbols is carve them into candles.
Yes,
That's true.
That's one of
Or
one of-
just put them on candles in general.
Mhm. One of the first spells I ever did with these two was a cord cutting, and I
I
had
remember that. Almost
Yeah.
it burned a counter.
yeah, that was fun. It was really interesting to watch, and
Sorry,
I-
college.
I really want to do more spells like that. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, for that spell, I had carved my
Safely.
name. Yes, safely. I had carved my name and like I think 1 or 2 runes with it, and on the
Right.
other one, I carved the other person's name and a few runes on it. And I think that gave it a bit too much of a boost.
Baby, it lit up.
Yeah, no, it like really lit up like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It was so fascinating to watch. But yeah,
It's
if
really cool.
if you
Yeah.
ever need like kind of a stealthy way of doing spells or something,
Yeah.
carving them into candles, especially a white candle, makes it so hard to see what's on there. So you can kind
Yep.
of hide what it is you're doing if you're still in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like them. They're very nice because you can just write them and they're simple.
Mhm.
But yeah, no. So more than sigils and symbols, we also have rituals and practices, and this is where my meditation kind of came in again. That's
Yep.
why I was trying to decide which
Yep,
topic
nope,
to put
you're
it in.
good.
But here,
Yeah, so rituals and practices, this is definitely going to get into the more medium witch stuff. Like, this
Yeah.
is things that you've probably, like, these are not protection stuff that you're doing as a beginner. I'm not gonna lie.
so I think
okay?
that what's also interesting about it is that I think, especially with like the simple stuff like the roller perfume and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that, is that a lot of beginner witches, especially when I was beginning, I didn't even think that that was something I could do or that was
An
something-
option.
Right. Like you don't think about doing that. You don't think that that's possible or
Because
it
as
just
a,
doesn't.
like, as a beginner witch, you usually think you have to do something so grand.
well, no, it's either that or it's like you just don't even.
You just don't
don't even
know.
think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even think that like, oh yeah, we could do that.
What's really nice about witchcraft is you can take the knowledge that you have and tweak it for your lifestyle and
Yeah.
do it however feels right to you. Like, yes, there are some rules that you should follow, but ultimately, your practice is your practice. Do it how you feel
Well,
is
then-
right.
Right.
Like, we're literally making up our own spell system.
Yes. Well, and then it's amazing to learn from others. Like that's how I learned about like a lot of the roller perfume stuff. We learned from E. A lot of that like beauty kind of protection we learned from E. It's wonderful to be able to talk to other witches about what they do and see if it
like-
could work for you.
If you use so we don't use makeup here usually, okay?
Right,
but
right.
If
Not
you
often.
are a everyday makeup user, what you can do is with your foundation and everything is just draw the sigil of protection on
Yeah.
your face with your foundation and then beat it in after let it sit for long. I don't even know, but you can literally like draw it on and then you can like blend it and
Yes.
make it look good, and then you're secretly protected from everything around you.
And you look fantastic.
Exactly.
Another thing that I've seen around is writing out like a protection incantation
That's
or
what I was
something.
literally about to say.
But like putting it into a hairbrush so that every time you brush your
Ooh, okay,
hair,
that one I haven't seen.
it protects you.
Oh,
That's
smart.
awesome. So
Yeah.
then I saw another TikTok that talks about how it's like with like her face routine, right? Like your cleanser and everything. What she does is she put on each bottle like a little small affirmation thing that she says or like keeps in mind as she uses it.
Oh, that's really
And
cool.
and she was like, yeah, so far it's been like great to like see the reactions. So beauty magic is very interesting.
And you can use color, like if you for
Yes.
a certain day.
Oh
if
my
you wanna
god, I
have
love color theory and magic.
Well, if you just
Well,
wear
'cause it's
one
psychological.
simple like red or whatever, like to bring in love and
Yes.
everything, that's just a simple little love.
Yep.
Says the one with the red
Shut up.
hair.
Well, and it's one of those where it's you can wear red and then it also like does things to you also psychologically. Like that's where that theory comes in, is that people associate colors with things. And so then you can use that association. That's why you use certain colored candles for certain spells and everything. Yeah. No, that's
White is
awesome.
universal though. You can use white for any color.
Yes. So then we also have like little charms or stuff that like you can put up in your house.
That would be your evil eye.
Yes, that's not just railroad stuff. So like I have an evil eye and then I have like I think my mom actually gave me like this little fortune cat like hanging ornament that has a little bell in it. So I like hanging that by one of my windows, and it's kind of like a protection thing.
That's super cute.
And then I have a lot of like statues and things that I use to represent the things that are protecting me. So that's why my altar is very cluttered, is because I'm very much so a visual person. So I like having all the statues of, hey, these are things that are either invoking or representing the things that I want to keep around me for protection.
I do not use that at all. Like that is so cool. But but that's the two sides, is right? Like you use a lot of things to like bring in and like help protect you, whereas I'm like,
yours is just there.
I got the stuff, I got the things, I'll work with it.
But
that's cool.
But I'm also very much so a materials person, and I come from.
You also like that tells me that you work with a lot of things. That's what I meant. And that true. I don't.
No, that's so fair. And I also come from a family of collectors. Like my mom literally has a keychain collection that is continuously growing, which I've sent you pictures of.
A whole wall.
Deities are allergic to Astara.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They like to come in, they like to give their message, and then they like to go. Okay, like
it's a one night stand with a deity. Pretty much, yeah.
Like I'll work with you, but it's one of those where it's like we can like. So far, I've never had it where it's like that connection that a lot of other witches have with it. It's more of I work with the deities, but not like that.
I think I'm more so.
I work with things.
I think I more so just call upon them rather than like work with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have the like attention or dedication span for it. But I like having things dedicated to them so that when I do need to call upon a favor or something, I have this thing for them.
I have 3 dragons up my sleeve.
Yeah, I'm working on
and a Titan.
Balu.
Yes. So then also you can use like aside from calling things in, kind of going back on that beauty magic, but it's not, is that you can use like cleansing baths or showers.
Glamour magic.
Yeah.
This is a lot more in Dragon's Wheelhouse. Dragon does this a lot, a part of the routine.
I wouldn't say I do cleansing baths all that often. I do cleansing showers.
That's what I said.
I do. I'm the one that does the baths.
Said both.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
It's okay.
But that was definitely a very much a strong point in my practice when I first started, was like self-care and like glamour magic is what I used to do a lot of. And that was like using, so I would put on a special playlist that I wanted specifically for that cleanse or whatever. Like I think my most recent one that I did, I played just some nice hearth music because I wanted some nice like I don't know, homey, fiery vibes, kind of that kind of look.
Of
so
course.
I start playing that, and I find these on like YouTube, and they're like an hour long or something. And then
I've done that before.
And then I love taking a shower in the darkness. I like to turn off the light and be in dark
and steam up the whole bathroom.
Shut up.
I know. I love it for you. I just hate the aftermath.
But so,
hey, to be fair, they're not the only one that steams up the entire bedroom.
Yeah, true.
Well, no, that happens just in general. But then they forget to turn on the light for ventilation.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I get it. But either way, like it's a good form of just.
And then there are
a
like
simple
you
thing
can get
you can
some
do.
like bath salts, or so I like using
glam it up.
Shower. What are they called? Shower steamers.
Yeah.
Those are really nice. But like adding a scent that's like either calming or like relaxing, or like something that's in the realm of the minute, like the vibes that you're trying to bring in. Like if I'm doing something with the hearth, usually you would want to bring in like maybe some like cedar or something more woodsy. Whereas if I'm doing more of a cleansing, relaxing kind of shower, then I'm going to be bringing in more like lavender and basil and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then that's also the days that I use the body scrub, because I want all the negative energy off my fucking body.
I also like it because it just makes it all anew.
It's a good like that's I think what I think of with like cleansing baths and everything. It's a very nice reset after. Like if you've been going, like I usually do it maybe like once a month as like a good let's get ourselves back in vibration, let's get ourselves back in our mental state.
It's like
where
a
we're
grounding
not
ritual.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty
love-
much my grounding ritual.
For
It's
every
very-
witch out there, I love grounding. You need it in your life. Anyways.
And then you have the live wire lightning over here.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the whole point of grounding, is that it helps you be a safe live wire.
No, that's fair. I think I need more of those tricks because I might be a
Yeah.
little too sparky.
With your live wire comes
I
anxiety.
mean, that's what I've learned. Like with my cleansing baths and everything, that's how I calm down the fire within. Like if I'm feeling extra spicy, usually those are the days that I need to do a cleansing.
No, that's fair.
Because
Just
I'm a
like,
little too
hold up.
spicy, a little too.
Yeah.
Well, those are fun. I love cleansing baths, though, and that's something that I also taught my other friend, who's very much a glamour witch.
Oh, I feel that. Honestly, there are just so many ways to like add protection just somewhere in your life.
I mean, one thing that I've done like once or twice, I kind of want to get more into doing it, which
Right.
is whenever I crochet or knit something, putting in intention into
Yes.
either the yarn or like the repetitiveness of it. Almost, it's like
craft witchcraft.
yes, the
Tongue
crafting
twister.
side, the crafting side of
Yeah,
witchcraft, where it's
yeah.
like you're making something and already you're putting energy into it. So why
Yup.
not focus that energy? And so
Yeah, literally.
right now I'm making a bouquet for a wedding, a
Mhm.
bouquet blanket, and I'm finally on the flowers. And so a thought that just came to me, I was like, oh, I can probably put love and prosperity into this.
Oh yes, that would be so cute.
Because the colors are pink, purple, and yellow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna look so cute.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be
I have.
amazing.
I just hope I have enough yarn for it.
No, that's so felt.
No, that's
It
amazing.
might
But
be
yeah, no,
a
they're
little
just-
mismatched.
There's just so many ways to protect oneself. Like when it
Mhm.
comes to the home, what you have on you, what routines you put in. Really,
Literally
I mean,
anything.
Yeah, as long as you like, I think that it's very important to stress how like just intention goes a long way with witchcraft.
Because I mean, intention equals energy, and if you're
Yes.
already putting in energy, you might as well focus on it.
That's the whole point, is that it's that give and take. Like you're
Mhm.
putting that energy, you're putting that intention into something to make it come true. I'm
I
a very
love
like
give and take.
I think that you can unintentionally do things, but I think that like some people dive a bit too much into that, because like if you think about like the law of attraction,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean, like I don't mind some of the principles, but if you're having it where whatever you're thinking is now like
Gonna
it
be
happens,
reality.
right? Like it becomes like your fault for
Oh,
the
if you
bad
have
stuff
a negative
too. and-
thought, the negative things are going to
Right.
happen to you.
Like,
No,
it's
That's
important-
not what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's important to stress that balance of like interpersonal responsibility, and also that there are some things out there that won't be under your control. It's what you choose to do with that. Yes, you
Whatever-
still have a choice, even if it's a dilemma.
The way I really like looking at it is, yes, it's a give and take, but you're still going to have to put effort into getting whatever it is you want.
Right.
And it's that energy. It's like you have
Putting
to...
that belief, putting that intention.
Well, it's belief, intention, and action.
Yes.
Because whatever you do is ultimately going to decide whether that comes true or not.
Right. The universe can only help so much if you're still sitting on your ass when you want a job.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah, you have a point there.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, we kind of bounced this off earlier of like deities and spirituality, and this is where Astara is about to go quiet.
Yeah, no.
But like
I don't
bringing
mind it, but-
deities in for protection and everything. I definitely actually do this.
Yeah, with
Um,
your dragons.
Yes, I call upon my dragons whenever I'm getting extreme. So I usually call upon them usually when I'm traveling and I don't have my usual iron spikes around, and I'm
Yeah.
off
No,
my
that's fair.
protection.
Gotta go doing something else.
And I have delusional disorder, so I have issues where my brain will hyperfixate on certain sounds and stuff and think that anyone or anything is going to kill me. And it's very
Crazy,
hard
but
to
sad.
deal with sometimes, especially when that is combined with my OCD.
Right.
So, but a good way that I've learned to kind of kick myself out of it and to make myself feel more protected and just overall like protect myself as well is like saying, my dragons are here, my dragons are protecting me, nothing that wishes me harm can reach me, kind of thing. And so saying those kind of things, or calling upon a deity that you have association with, in fact, it could be the Christian God if you want it to be.
Yeah.
There are Christian witches, surprisingly.
Many of them.
Yeah, there are a lot of Christian witches. I follow 2 of them on TikTok.
Right.
But
another thing that kind of goes along with that is because my anxiety has anxiety. It's great.
Yeah.
But one thing that really kind of helps with that, and like the grounding, because like we said, I'm a live wire, I'm lightning and all that. Having some kind of animal companion really helps with that, because it gives you a different kind of sensory that can break you out of it. And so I'm very much so into like the animal spirits and all that.
Yeah,
like, yes,
animal
I know
spirits are
you got to be careful with it because you don't want to overstep boundaries, but it is something that I do kind of use and for
animal
myself.
spirits are really good for beginning.
Well, and then
I
I would
think.
almost say that, like, a lot of times what I've at least worked with when it comes to like animal stuff is that a lot of it is coming from my own stuff, like what I choose to do without research on what a different culture might do with animals.
You kind of,
The associations with animals are still there.
Well, I mean, also so if I was
It's
to
all
give
living.
one advice for any beginner witch that wants to start spirit work and everything,
Right.
start working with animal spirits first.
That's kind of where I started, and I honestly
Fair.
might dabble back into it because I see a lot of animals lately.
I like it. And I think that there's a lot that you can learn from different types of animals.
That's true.
Prey and predator.
And you can invoke animal spirits into your protection work as well,
Which that's
if
kinda
you're not
what
a deity person.
Right, and that's what I do with Latries, that I connect them with sea turtles, and so
Yeah.
I wear sea turtle necklaces all of the time with a necklace that is from the kind of area that they would be from.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like,
And-
I have a lot when it comes to, I think, the deer a lot, and then recently it started to become seals. I don't know why, but seals.
I remember you talking about
Heck,
that.
you invoke animal spirits with your bracelets as well, don't you? How about you talk
A
about
lot of
that?
times I try to invoke like the energy of what kind of like animals do. So if they're strong, like, so the bracelets that I have currently are from a company that is called Follow. So the bracelets I have currently,
Woo.
company called
We
Follow.
are obsessed with them.
I love it because if you download their app and you buy a bracelet, then you also get to track an animal with it. And they do a lot for like the cause of saving animals, and they tell you like if what endangered status the animal is at, so that way you learn about the animal too.
You learn about the animal, what's kind of threatening at the moment,
Right.
and you get updates on what they're doing.
Yeah, so far it started with a snow leopard bracelet, and then I got
bought you.
yes, and then I got a shark one, and now I have a seal one. And I like them a lot because I feel like you can wear them and kind of embody what the animal is normally about, or just use it for like strength purposes or stuff like that.
Because
Yeah.
when we were moving, I think you were using your
Shark.
the shark one.
I would switch between the two to do a little experiment with myself and see what I could do moving wise if I
that's
wore the snow
fun.
leopard or the shark. Snow leopard was a lot better for organizing it all into the boxes. Shark was better for lifting them all.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And
So
then I have a cheetah and a lion and a koala.
yeah, you have all the warm weather ones. or-
Surprising no one.
Yeah, no. And then these two fuckers, they got me a turtle one, a sea turtle one.
Yes.
And when I scanned the QR code to like track the animal, it turned out to be a leatherback sea turtle, which these two didn't know, but leatherback sea turtles are like my favorite sea turtles out of all of them. So it's really interesting that it was.
Sea turtles mean
But so
animals. You can learn a lot from them, and they're
I
good
wear-
companions.
I wear a lot of turtle bracelet and
Yes.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
But here's the funny thing. I lost my turtle ring. I have no idea where it is.
Wow.
I only have
You should tell the Fae to give it back.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm
kinda,
already trying to get back my birth certificate and social security number card from the Fae. I think they have it.
That's fair. But I honestly, I haven't felt
Either
like
that or it's somewhere hidden. I don't know.
I haven't felt like I needed it back because I have
Right.
my spider one that I wear. I have like my 3 snake ones that I
Yeah.
wear, and my 2 kind of miscellaneous one. One of them
Yeah.
just being like a regular
Mhm.
purple stone one, and then another one that is like kind of like a Celtic kind of
Spider
style.
in which the stones fell out of, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, so
I still have that stone. I just haven't fixed it yet.
no, I don't mind. So yeah, no, like I also like to call on deities before, but that's the thing, is that's calling on instead of like that
Working.
connection working with. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, there's many
So many
a thing.
different ways.
There's many a thing that you can use to protect oneself. So
Whether it's physical,
make sure to just
metaphysical,
pick
or whatever.
one or some, and please protect yourself. Oh my god.
Don't go. So here's the thing. Don't go too overboard, because there have been times where I was unable to contact anything because of how many protections I had.
Yeah, that can happen. You can build up a wall so high that like you blocked
Nothing.
out anything that you could talk with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I would say be careful with that.
Right. It's more so you want to check the filter that you are putting
Yeah.
on.
That's a good way to think of protection, is as a filter.
Mm-hmm. When doing protection and everything, yeah, I think one of the first things you should do is ward your home, which is the first thing that we did. Was
Yes.
warding
Yeah.
our home. I put the
Well, greet
iron
your
everywhere.
home,
And
ward your home.
yeah,
all
ward
of the
it,
above.
greet it, everything like that.
Oh, I just realized something.
I love, one of my favorite things to do is placing sigils in chalk on the doors.
Mm-hmm.
It also gives the added effect of scaring people away, which is
That's
nice.
so fair.
But it looks pretty. Yeah, I would like.
it does.
I would like to use like actual like stuff for it one day, because it is very fun. But yeah, no, you can use chalk and put it on your friggin' sidewalk. I don't know.
Yeah.
And hell, you
There's
can
a
even
lot you
like
can do.
sprinkle some salt water and moon water around your property too, which
Put it-
actually I might want to try.
Put an affirmation on your car air freshener.
No, that's so fair. But
Oh,
so the thought that you guys reminded me of while talking about wording is the dream catcher that I have that
Oh,
my mom
right.
made me
Yes.
from my horse that passed away, who she was like so good at protecting me while riding her.
Aww.
There were so many times where it's like I lost a stirrup while we were
Right.
like galloping
I
down
remember
somewhere,
this. Yeah.
and with like just something in my body language or something cued her in, and she slowed down enough for me to get that stirrup back, and then we went off.
That's amazing.
Like,
yeah,
pretty
like
cool,
I
I'm
said,
not gonna
once
lie.
again, animals are like,
I really am animals. I am realizing this.
it is so interesting when you meet like certain animals or pets that like
They are.
just different.
Mhm. There's some kind of intelligence there that like goes beyond
soul.
what we know.
My cat has the same energy I do towards negative things. Okay,
That's so
it
funny.
has the get the hell out of my house vibes.
Which I think she tried using against my dog at one point.
She's an intimidation. What do I tell you?
And it works. She keeps rolling
Sorry,
that
guys.
20 on intimidating my dog.
Yeah, Luna
I can't say anything
tolerates.
against. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you
the-
can't argue against it.
The meow meow tolerates.
Yes.
Luna is the queen of the house, and we all know it. Okay.
Many ways to
Luna
protect
definitely-
and many protections.
Yes, whether it's physical or metaphysical.
I love my railroad
No, dude,
spikes,
I get
man.
it. Like I
love
said,
iron.
I like my little spray that I have. I like to
wanna
be
get
like
an iron
only.
That's so badly.
No, that is so fair.
That's
so I like.
fair.
Yeah, I like adding my little intentional sprays, but I just go, only those with good intentions may enter this space.
What sucks is that a majority of people, like witchy stores and stuff and witchy crafters, right? They just leave iron as like iron spikes and that's it. Like no one gets
Right.
creative. Like give me an iron wand. I've seen copper wands.
Right.
Give me an iron one for the love
Right,
of
like
gods.
they're not afraid
Give
to use
me a
metals.
forge.
Right? They're not afraid to use metals, but they just don't think about it.
No one
Literally,
really
give me
thinks
a
about
forge
iron.
and I will do it.
It's very
I
sad.
love iron. I love it so much.
There's many ways to protect oneself.
Oh, yeah. There are
So-
almost too many ways that people go into. So this is just kind of like a generalization of
Figure
everything.
out what works
We've-
for you.
We've
Yeah.
covered many a way.
So, whether you're an unlabeled witch like Astara, or a chaos caster like Nebula, or a ceremonial witch like me, protection is your foundation. It's what lets you explore the deeper, weirder, and wilder sides of magic with confidence.
Yes. So go. Charge your crystals. charm your jewelry, and stop using love spells as a security system.
And if all else fails, just be weirder than whatever it is that's bothering you. It usually works.
Yep.
Yep. The circle is open, but unbroken. May your path meet ours again. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded, and when in doubt,
Light the damn candle.